That's not what all the other coaches say. And you wonder why you don't have your shit yet? Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I'm the problem, it's Lee, and I am helping you figure out your manifestation problems with no bullshit, no fluff. So let's get into it. So we are following up with yesterday's video where we talked about obsession with your SP, and some people asked to get further into how to manifest detachment. So I want you to hear this very clearly, and I say this with love. If you are obsessed with your specific person, you are not weak, you are not desperate, and you are not doing manifestation wrong. But if you are obsessed with them, that does not mean you are in love with them. Obsession is a control response from your brain. It is your central nervous system trying to control your reality around you because you have lost control and you're spiraling. So we're going to show you what it looks like and how to fix it. Once you understand that obsession is a control response, it stops feeling so overwhelming and it stops feeling so scary. A lot of comments that I see on manifestation videos or in the manifestation community in general revolve around, I feel this deep, intense connection to them and I don't know what to do. And that's when we get stuck in these cycles of binge YouTube, watch creators, pay for coaching, affirm, sleep, eat, repeat. And then we're stuck in this continuous cycle of a little bit of movement, no movement, repeat the cycle. And it's just continuous and never ending. And that's why so many people are sitting here like, I can't manifest. I can't do it. I need you to just pause for 1 second. Just like take a deep breath and just listen to what I'm going to say. You are always manifesting. You have been manifesting since you were conceived, since before you were conceived, since you were a little swimmer in your daddy's little. You have been manifesting since the very beginning of time. You manifested your conception. You manifested coming here. You manifested your entire reality. No matter what you believe, you have been manifesting since the very beginning. And now that you have become aware of conscious manifesting, it's time to rewire all those limiting beliefs and those neural pathways so that you can consciously manifest what you actually want to fucking see in your reality by changing your perception. You change your thoughts, you change your perception, you change your reality. That's how this fucking works. It's not like magic where you just affirm, and then whoop, bippity boppity fucking boo. All of a sudden, like, boom, you got it. $1 million just falls out of the fucking sky. Like, no, your thoughts are going to change your perception, which is going to change your actions, which is going to change your reality. That is all it is. Feel me on that. I know that like so many people have stopped watching the video by now because they're like, well, that's not what all the other coaches say. That's not what all the other coaches say. Why are you here? Why are you watching me with my 2 fucking subscribers? If all the other coaches are right, why are you here? If you're still watching this, we're going to show you how to control that obsession, shut it off, and how to detach. Sorry, had to go on that little rant there. Obsession forms when you feel like a person or a thing is your safety net. So whether that's money, whether that's a job, a specific person, like we're talking about SPs right now because that's what the video was stemmed off of yesterday. So when that person becomes the center of your safety net, when I get that person, I'll feel whole. When I get that person, I'll finally feel loved. I'll finally feel complete. I finally will have everything I ever wanted. They will finally validate me from the inside out and everything will be fucking magical. I'll shit fucking rainbows. No, but that's what your brain's telling you. Your brain is telling you, I need that person to validate me because then I will feel safe. I will have everything that I didn't have when I was a child. If my parents neglected me, if my first boyfriend cheated on me, if my best friend stabbed me in the back. So you've basically put this person on a pedestal and they are the almighty savior of your life. Sorry, Mr. Christ. When they give you mixed signals and there's uncertainty, and the waters are kind of rocky and they're like not answering your texts and someone's like, well, I saw him at the bar with Becky. Then that's when your nervous system is like, danger, Will Robinson. And that's when you start spiraling. That's when the obsession comes into play because you have put them on this pedestal and your entire existence and your entire survival. Because think, primal brain, fight or flight, your entire survival depends on this person. And now this person is out here fucking around with Becky. What do? You spiral. You start rereading their texts. You start going back and replaying conversations. You're repeating everything in your head. Like, what could I have done differently? Is Becky skinnier than me? Is Becky prettier than me? What do I need to do differently to get them back in my bubble, to get them back protecting me, to get them back in, like, what do I need to do to get them? And you're just, you're stalking the Facebook. You're driving by their house. You're texting them repeatedly, just like losing it. We talked about this yesterday with the obsession. We don't need to go back and we know what obsession is. We know what we're doing wrong. We know that it's not the healthy thing to be doing. Why are we doing this? That's the important question. Why are we doing this? Your brain is doing it because it's trying to prevent yourself from getting hurt. Now, we know, because of yesterday's video, that realistically, in the long run, this obsession is just going to cause you more hurt. We know that. Because manifestation does not respond to how badly you want something. It does not respond to how badly you're obsessing over something. The misconception is that energy flows where attention goes. But if your energy is chaotic and rocky and like, you're putting all this chaotic energy into this one person, and that chaotic energy is going into their brain, and they're like, whoa, that fucking psycho, stay the fuck away from me. That's what they're feeling when you're being all psycho and crazy and obsessed with them, because your energy is chaotic and it is attuned to them, and they're feeling your chaotic energy, which is why it repels them. So yes, it's true. Energy flows where attention goes. But if your energy is not calm, it's basically like they're a cruise ship and you're a fucking hurricane and you're just gonna blow them the fuck out of the water. Okay, we're already like way too far into this and we haven't even like dug into it yet. So if you're still here, thank you for bearing with me. This is going to be much longer than I thought it was going to be. Sorry. So the problem is not that you want the person. The problem is that you need the person. So there's a difference between love and obsession. Love is calm. Obsession is urgent. Obsession, like we talked about yesterday, I need it now. I'm running out of time. They're going to find somebody else. Love is, I want to be with this person, and if it's meant to me, it'll come to me. Otherwise, if it's not meant for me, then I let it go lovingly. If you love something, you let it go. We hear that all the time. But people always think, well, I let it go and it didn't come back to me and now I have to go chase after it. No, that's not love. That's possession. You don't want to let something go just in the hopes that it'll come back to you. You let something go because you love it, because you know that if you love something and you know it's not going to be happy with you because you're not in the right mindset, like put yourself in their shoes. We all have that one person who's like this like sad, obsessed, needy person in our life. Like, you know, they text us all the time. And like every time we set our relationship status to single on Facebook, they're the first person in our DMs, right? And every time they DM us, we're like, this person again, like really, like Todd, please give it up. It's been 20 years and I still don't want to be with you. Like that's the energy you're putting out. And like, would you want to be with you if you were giving Todd energy? So if you wouldn't want to be with Todd, why would somebody want to be with you if you're acting like Todd? That's what they mean by letting it go. If you love somebody, you don't keep chasing them and pursuing them and like, I need you, come back. My God, please give me a chance. Like, no, you're just that loser in high school who just like, oh my God, she never gave me a chance. Oh, I'm so needy. No, don't do that. Spray bottle. I don't have a spray bottle. Love allows space. When you love somebody, you allow them space. And if they love you back, they allow you space, and then you guys eventually come together. Do you see the difference between love and obsession here? So many of you people are like, I love them so much, but I want to just squeeze them until they explode. No. Okay, so now that we understand the difference between love and obsession, let's get into detachment. The biggest misconception about detachment in the manifestation community is that detachment means giving up. And that's what causes people to hold on even tighter. And when they hear the word detachment, they spiral out more because they're like, well, I can't let go of them. I can't let go of them because if I give up on them, I'm never, like we said yesterday, I'm never going to feel this happiness again. I'm never going to get this dopamine hit again. I'm never going to feel complete without them. I can't give up on them because I will never have that thing that makes me feel whole. No, detachment doesn't mean that you're giving up on manifesting them. Detachment means that you are becoming okay with the outcome before it changes in your reality. That means that you're saying, listen, I love this person. I have decided that I want to be with them. I'm going to be okay either way because my happiness and my wholeness does not come from another person. It comes from me. And that's when your energy levels out. We go from rocky waves to smooth sailing. And that's when you start living your life. That's when you're detaching from the outcome and you're living in the moment. Because the version of you that is already living in the end, that already has the person, already has the relationship, you're not waiting for that person to text you back. You're not waiting for that person to finally like admit that they're in love with you. You already have that person. You already have that fulfillment. You already have that wholeness. Even if they're not in front of you, you need to make yourself your regulator, not your SP. If your entire mood and your entire being is based around whether your SP is texting you back or not, you need to start making yourself your own regulator. This is what you can do that's like practical in the moment. Like when you feel that overwhelming tightness in your chest, when you're like, I need them, here's what you can do. Because what you're doing is you're interrupting that cycle in your head that's looking for that dopamine hit. So instead of giving in to that addictive cycle where you're just jumping back in and saying, okay, we're just gonna like go check their Facebook real quick just to get that little hit, you're gonna do something that interrupts it, and that's going to eventually break the cycle. Because what you wanna do is you wanna continuously interrupt it like you're chopping at a chain until the chain breaks. So let's say you have the thought you wanna go check their Facebook. You're not arguing with the thought, like, you're not fighting with yourself. You're just interrupting the loop. You don't want to fight with the thoughts because you're going to lose fighting with the thoughts every single time. You want to do something external that shocks your nervous system. So that way it's like, oh my God, what? And your brain's like, what just fuck just happened? Go for a walk. Put ice on your wrist. Do slow breathing exercise. You can do tapping like this. That will regulate your nervous system. You can EFT tap it out. You want to do something external outside of you. You're not arguing with your thoughts. You're not sitting there scrolling through your phone, arguing with your thoughts. That's the point, is you need to do something outside of you that is going to shock your nervous system into going like, the fuck? The fuck? Clean something. Go wash a dish. Go take a cold shower. Something that's just going to like stop. And it doesn't even have to be anything huge. You don't have to go run a marathon. Do something small. We talked about baby steps yesterday. That's all you have to do is little tiny baby steps. Do something like as soon as you feel that urge, and you'll feel it. You'll feel that tightness in your chest where you're like, I need them. To take them off the pedestal. And that's again, by being that baby step. Instead of arguing with yourself and like, why aren't they texting me? Why aren't they texting me? Break that chain by doing those steps that we just talked about. So here's the thing. You're going to know that you're starting to detach because you're going to be very fucking bored. You're going to be sitting there like, what the fuck do I do now? Because you're so used to making this person or this thing revolve around your entire identity. And now all of a sudden you're like, what do I do? So you need to find stuff that you genuinely like to do to fill your time. Things that make you feel whole. Me personally, I like to draw. I like to write. I like to read. So do things that are not scrolling on your phone, that are not going to lead you back down into some other obsession where you're obsessing over someone else or something else, or scrolling through YouTube trying to find another manifestation coach and another technique. Like do something that you genuinely like to do. Like what did you like to do when you were a kid? Find something like that that brings you back into your childhood and makes you feel good about yourself before you knew about all this shit and before life like kind of went sucky. Remember, if detachment feels threatening, it's just because the obsession is trying to protect the identity it's built in your brain. You have built a sense of safety around this person. You have built an entire identity around this person. Like this is the neural pathway that is giving you that dopamine hit, that inconsistency from this person is giving you that high and that low, and that cycle of chasing and attracting and staying in this constant loop of ups and downs. And your brain is going to fight that tooth and nail. It's not going to be a comfortable process, which is why you don't want to jump into this cold turkey. You don't want to just like completely cut it off. Do the baby steps. Do things that make you feel good about yourself. Focus on you. When you feel yourself spiraling and that tightness in your chest, do the steps that we talked about. Do the things that make you feel good, because please, like I said in the last video, nothing that is meant for you requires obsession for it to arrive into your reality. So this has been way longer than I expected it to be. I really hope that this made sense to you. If you liked it, please like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.